Alright, welcome to my shop, such as it is. It used to be a loafing shed for horses or whatever. It just got stone on the floor. And I just put a front onto it to keep it from falling down. And I use it as my shop for the last 3-4 years. It works. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to show you how to clean a cymbal. How I do it anyway. And it's real fast. I've got a 1/2-inch drill here. And this puppy has, I've had everything from 22-inch cymbals on this thing, and it's still hanging in there. So you've got a 1/2-inch drill, and it's parked into a vise to keep it nice and sturdy so it doesn't go anywhere. And then you've got a 1/2-inch threaded rod down into the chuck, tightened down, a couple of nuts, and then a washer. And then there'll be the cymbal and a couple more nuts on top of that to keep the cymbal, you know, once it starts spinning, things can get loose, so the double nuts keep things nice and tight, keep everything in place. This particular cymbal I'm going to clean, I got on eBay used. It's a Stag China. Got a nice sound. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see here, I don't know if the camera's picking up the fingerprints. It's obviously, it's got like a brilliant finish. But it's got a ton of fingerprints. It's not an old cymbal. The fingerprints are not, they have not become part of the bronze. Which sometimes this stuff gets so old. I already did the first side, or the the striking side. If you have it upside down. But I'm going to do the other side, and I'll just show you real quick. Put it on the rod there. Put your nuts on. Tighten that up. Get that snug. Second nut rather. Now I've got the windows closed and it's getting warm in here. I'm in Texas. And even though it's September and everybody else is getting autumn, we've got summer till October, November. So I've got the windows closed because the truck's going by. I don't want you to get a lot of interference with that. That's thin metal. Okay, so the first thing that I do, lacquer thinner, rag, logo, gone. I don't like logos anyway, so I don't mind losing them. Now, this is not a process that you'd want to use if you want to protect your logos, because once this cymbal starts spinning, you have no control about staying away from that logo. I'll use the lacquer thinner to see if I get off any fingerprints. It generally won't work as well as what I'm about to use next. Alright. I can tell it's not an old cymbal. So the fingerprints are not, like I said, part of the metal. Okay. Lacquer thinner takes off the logo, generally. Not all cymbals respond to lacquer. Most do. And then there are the cymbals that are coated with lacquer, and that gets into a whole other gig. Anyway, the next thing is ammonia. Just straight ammonia, which is the base of a lot of cymbal cleaners out there. Is just ammonia's in the base. I just use it straight. I've got a fan going. I don't know if that's interfering with the sound here. That's why I'm trying to speak up. So this already came pretty clean, just with the ammonia. Wow, that's not bad at all. I've got a light set up so I can stand back and look. Well, I could almost just take this just like this, but I'll show you the process. Because sometimes you get cymbals that are, really messed up. Between somebody's French fries and their natural oils and whatever else is on their hand. I'm wearing this shop apron because it can get messy. Alright, so I've got ammonia here. You saw the lacquer thinner. I've got window cleaner. This is Windex. You can use any window cleaner. This is Tarnex tarnish remover, which is generally for silver and stuff like that, but it can sometimes work on bronze. And I've got some the liquid stuff that you put on glass stovetops. That works well sometimes. This is Cameo, Comet, Barkeeper's Friend, whatever, powdered cleanser. I sometimes use that. And then I've got a bunch of different stuff here. I've got regular, sponges with the rough side, scouring pads, sanding blocks, Adobe scouring pads, a couple of car buffers, and that's basically what I use for this. Nothing special. One of those fiber cloths. I want to get into that at the very end. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just start with a cloth. I've got a bucket of water that I use to, because there's a lot of junk that can get, a lot of black is going to get on these sponges. So I'll just start with this, and I think I'll just use some ammonia. A little bit of scouring, see what happens. Now, when guys do this with regular machines, they just turn it on, they can control the speed. I do it with my drill, and I can, you'll hear it, watch. It'll start slow and go faster because of the speed control of the trigger. Alright, so basically I'm doing everything with the trigger. And when you're cleaning a cymbal, speed's not an issue. When you're taking material off, you don't want the cymbal going too fast, but that's another video. So in this case, I've got my sponge, so just some ammonia on it. Start the cymbal up and we'll go. And that's it. That's not too bad. I bet you this cymbal's already clean. I don't have to use any powders or anything, which is fine. That's the basic process that I wanted to show you. Real easy. Let me wipe it down with a dry cloth, rag. And I'll put some so a little bit more came off. That's like brand new. And that's how quick that is. Now if this was an older cymbal and it had a lot more grunge on it, it just takes longer and you might have to use some of these other cleaning materials, scouring pads, whatever. But I think you'll see, rather than pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for those special machines that do it, and rather than doing all this elbow grease with the other creams and all that stuff that just constantly gives you black, this is so fast. I'd say brand new, with the exception of the logo, of course. So the fingerprints are gone, and like I said, this was not a real old cymbal, but so that's how we do it. The other side I did first run, just with I didn't buff it down or anything, but that's most of the fingerprints came off. There's still a little bit left there, so I could do this side again, but I'll do that later. So anyway, that's how I clean cymbals. There's something else I'm going to show you here. I might as well, as long as because this cymbal's got a nick on it. So I'm going to put it back on. And I'll show you how I take care of nicks, flea bites, whatever they call them. The longer you take to do a video, the longer it takes to load up on YouTube nowadays. So I'm only going to take a second here. Alright, that's in. Let's see. I'm looking for a, there we go, nope, the metal file, okay. Let me see where the nick is. Alright, so I'm going to have this go around. I'm going to take hold on to the file, put it at the edge and just kind of rotate it a little bit. Just like this. And it'll take the nick right out. Which way is it spinning this way, so I want to have my file going that way. So I don't know if you can see any of the bronze flying off, but there's just like a little bit that you can see that's on the file. And I have a file brush to clean the teeth so they don't get clogged. Let's see what we got. Go on. Just like that. Gone. Flea bites are gone. Alright, so that's it. That's how I take care of flea bites. Next video I'm going to show you how I take off material and start to change the sound. Alright, thanks for watching.